YouTube channel and throughout social media. We'll get you out here well before the top of the hour as we want to get able to get those bets in for those primetime games. And what we do here Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time on the drive-thru is give you live free sports picks for the primetime games, and we get help from our Pick Dog professional handicappers. Let's take a look at who's on the show for today. We got Trey. We got Trey Jordan to join us today. Brian Bitler will be signing in momentarily. Joe D'Amico from Las Vegas is in the house. Kevin Thomas with us. Javan Burch. Ninos as Chris Ruffalo filling in for Ron. So today we'll have Tony Brown will sign in bottom of the hour on Skype. So we'll get to Tony here in a little bit when he signs in. So let's go ahead and take a look at how they'll line up for today. Bitler, D'Amico, Thomas, Burts, Jordan, Brown, Ruffalo, Ninos, and then I will close this one out. All right, let's go ahead and bring in my co-host. Chris, you ready? It's been some action already early on in this tournament.
Yeah, the sun's been shining. The weather's beautiful today up here. We got daytime college hoops. It doesn't get better than that, so I'm ready to keep it going.
All right, let's keep going here. Let's get started. As we wait for Brian Bitler to sign in, we'll go ahead and get the show started here with Joe D'Amico. You can find Joe D'Amico over at Pick Dogs Premium. Joe, how's it going today?
I am wonderful, Tony. Sun is shining here in Vegas. The town is still crowded with people just enjoying March Madness. It couldn't be bigger or better than what it is right now.
All right, Joe, let's take a look at the game you're looking at, 7:10 Eastern Time. Michigan will be facing LSU. Michigan, well, they're 5 down to 4.5 here, total 147.
Tony, Chris, the elephant in the room, guys. Another winner on the Friday drive-through show on the free picks for Joe D. Brings my record to 47-19. And yes, I'm going to continue winning tonight. Sports fans, LSU is a good team. I'm not going to debate that. But the Tigers are not playing in the high-flying, high-scoring, no-defense SEC opponents anymore. Now they must face a representative from the Big Ten Conference, which is made up of big, strong, well-coached, well-disciplined teams that can play D. And no team in the Big Ten epitomizes those traits as much as Michigan does. The Wolverines have a strong D. They yield just 65.2 a game on 39% shooting allowed on both sides of the court. They are much stronger on the boards. They're going to dominate the glass here. They're 34-15-2. The last 51 games played on neutral sites. 11-4-2. The last 17 tournament games played as a favorite. And 16-7 the last 23 games played overall. I like the Wolverines here. It's time to send some of these Cinderella teams back home as the carriage turns back into a pumpkin, my friend.
All right, Joe D'Amico here on Michigan laying the 4.5 here against LSU. All right, Chris, it's been a tough tournament here for the Big Ten. Joe likes them moving on here and covering against LSU.
And, for me, going against Joe's been the kiss of death for me for most times. But you know what? I think this is another time where Joe and I are going to have to butt heads. I just see that LSU, all they've done is cover against these elite defenses that they faced in the postseason so far, 4-0 against the number. 5th in the country in offensive efficiency, according to Ken Palm. I just think that, this Michigan didn't feel the loss of Isaiah Livers against Texas Southern. I think they're going to feel it a little bit here. I think it's going to be a tight game, tighter than 4. I think it's a 2-point game if LSU doesn't win it outright. So that's where I'm at on this one.
All right, a tight game he looks at here with the points. All right, Joe, big night tonight, NCAA tournament action, some NBA. What you got cooking over at Pig Dogs Premium?
Well, Tony, I'm going to tell everybody out there, yesterday I swept the board. 3-0 premium, 1-0 on free games that I gave out, 4-0 in tournament games. Guys, hold on to that broom. I'm sweeping again today. I had 2 college games remaining, 2 college games on the board. Both of them are in play right now. However, guys, no need to go anywhere else. I'm going to tell you right now, as one of the top handicappers percentage-wise in the world in NBA, I have 1 NBA play remaining tonight. My coveted top-rated player, they're 72%. I also have a huge discounted package for the second half of the NBA season. And, guys, as a nine-time Major League Baseball handicapping champion, this will be my best campaign ever. I've got a huge discounted package at Pick Dogs the entire season from opening day to the last out of the World Series for a nickel. Whether you're a $50 player, $500 player, or a 5-dime player, it doesn't matter. In the first few days, this program will pay for itself. Just follow me. Let's have some fun in baseball. We clean up during the summer. We go into football, guys, with a bankroll.
That's right, guys. Get on board here with Jordan D'Amico. Look at the numbers in the NBA. 920 units of profit. That is all documented over at Pick Dogs Premium. Get on board with Joe D'Amico. You want to get that one-day pass and then Roll it over to a long-term pass to see the options there, 3, 7, and 30. The all-sports pass, every play that Joe releases on the site, you pick the time period. It can be NBA, college basketball, dabs into the NHL. Baseball is going to start here in about a couple of weeks, so a good time to get on board with the baseball pass. Long-term there with Joe D'Amico over at Pick Dogs Premium. All right, Joe, I know you've been great to us on the show. It's been a fantastic work you've done for us. Have a great night, and we'll talk with you in a couple of days.
Tony, it sounds like you're firing me. Listen, you're making me scared. I don't want to leave. I love it here. I love you and Chris and the rest of the guys. This is my favorite bunch. I've been in and around this game for over 40 years, and I've never seen a bunch as good as the bunch on this Pick Dogs, on this panel. From Mitch all the way down to us little guys like me, you, and Chris, and the rest of the guys. Kevin, I love this bunch of guys. I enjoy them every day, and I look forward to doing the shows with them every day, because every day after I'm gone, I tune in and watch everybody else's plays, and I love everybody on the show, and I love the fact that we got so much support out there. So to everybody on the show, good luck tonight. To everybody out there, good luck and have a winning day.
All right, good luck, Joe. Have a winning day with a big night tonight. Of course, that was Joe D'Amico over at Pick Dogs Premium. All right, that was Joe D'Amico here on the show. We'll be back in a couple of days. Let's continue on with our coverage. Let's go ahead and wire in Brian Bitler. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium. He's also part of the morning show every day at 10 a.m. Eastern time, and of course of that YouTube Premium, which we'll talk about. Brian, how's it going?
Oh, it's pretty good. I got my credit card out. I was buying the Joe D'Amico baseball package. That's why I was a little bit late getting on the show here today, but I'm ready to go. Bad Sunday, great Saturday. It's been that way for a while for me. And Monday, usually I bounce right back, so I'm ready to do it again tonight.
All right, let's do it again tonight here. You're going to be looking at this NBA contest. Timberwolves to host the OKC Thunder. T-Wolves up to a 4.5-point favorite, total 230.5.
Yeah, I've been known over my years to take some crappy teams, and Minnesota Timberwolves, when I see a minus 4.5 this morning, it was, I think, a minus 2.5, but up to 4.5. They really want you on the Thunder tonight. Thunder on a back-to-back spot. Minnesota off for the last 2 days. They're well rested, waiting at home. 9-4-1 against the spread versus teams with losing records. The Thunder 2-5 against the spread, last 7 on the road. 3-8-1 against the spread, last 12 with no rest. Take the Wolves, hold your nose, lay the points. Should be an easy covered night for the Timberwolves.
All right, Brian, here on T-Wolves, 4.5 here against the OKC Thunder. All right, Chris, T-Wolves shooting a little better. Thunder have some issues.
Yeah, this is one of those spots where it's going to be, again, my boring analysis because Brian took all the good points. We usually like the Thunder on the road, but they're not doing too well on a back-to-back, and this is Minnesota's best stretch of ball this season, I think, for sure. And over the last 5 games, Oklahoma City's losing their games by about 10 points a game, giving up almost 50% shooting. After seeing Anthony Edwards kind of come out and have his best career game as a pro, I think we might see a little bit of carryover here. I'll lay the points with the Wolves here, but it's not one of my favorite plays on the board, but I definitely like the Wolves in this spot.
All right, agreement here, taking the Wolves here against the OKC Thunder, a team that really struggles shooting the basketball. All right, Brian, big night tonight. College basketball, we got some NBA, some hockey up there. What you got going on over at Pig Dogs Premium?
I'll tell you what, over the last 4 seasons combined in college basketball, 511 wins, 420 losses, 55% win percentage, taking home a profit of just over $40,000. Get my college basketball Monday night money shot. Money in the bank, guys, for just $30. Gets you that play. It's going to be easy money.
All right, get on board here with Brian Bitler. You see the numbers, 478 units of profit that is documented past 30 days. He's got his plays for tonight, the one-day pass. But, of course, the best value up there is go long-term with Brian Bitler. 3, 7, and 30 all sports pass. Every play that Brian releases over at Pig Dogs Premium. You set the terms when you check them out over at Pig Dogs Premium. All right, Brian, I know we talked about the YouTube Premium. We got the early and late package. You're a big part of that. Why don't you let everybody know about that great value there with 8 premium picks?
I'll tell you what, for $30, you get the early set of right after the live show goes off. We set out those premium plays for just $30. But for $50, man, you're spending about 25 cents a pick. You're getting 8 plays a day. Absolute ton of value. Soon all the other sites will be copying it. Tremendous value. Make sure you check it out. Also, those 2-for-1 deals. You got Tony T right at the top of that 30-day board. And don't forget about Lou Lacerda on the 7-day board. Team me up with one of those guys for a 2-for-1 package special. And don't forget Chris Ruffalo. He's been on fire too. Get me with one of those guys. 2-for-1 package special is going to be easy money coming up this week.
That's right, guys. Get on board here with Brian Bitler over at Pick Dogs Premium. You know the YouTube Premiums. Of course, that 2-for-1 capper, a very great offer there. Pick Brian Bitler and pick your other capper there. See, Chris is moving up the boards. I've been doing well. A lot of guys doing great work here in the March Madness. So good time to get on board with one of those 2-for-1 pack specials. All right, Brian, as always, great having you on the show. Continue that success. We'll tune in tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Time.
Yeah, check me out tomorrow, and I'll be back to bookend the show on Friday, hopefully after a super successful week, and we're going to knock it out of the park this week.
Absolutely. Knock it out of the park. Brian Bill here on the drive-thru. All right, guys, we'll continue our coverage here. Just a reminder to you, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Free picks every single day. And, of course, it all gets started every day, 10 a.m. Eastern Time with the morning show. Of course, it's Brian, it's Rod Zawacki, it's Mitch. And, of course, we've got those 2 YouTube Premium shows. We've got information. If you check the link below in that description for the YouTube Premium, check those out. Because we're here Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time with the drive-thru. And, of course, to help us out, guys, all we ask is for a little thumbs-up like to help us grow our audience. Chris, it really helps us out.
Yeah, Tony, I was thinking about it the other day. Remember when we first did these first few drive-thrus, and we only had maybe 5 or 6 cappers, and we were struggling to really just get new fresh faces on here. And now look at us. We've got 8, 9 cappers a day. People are begging us to be on the show, and why is it? It's because everybody's giving us the thumbs up, the subscriptions. One of the hottest things out there, and for good reason. You're getting quality here. You're getting quality content. And all we ask is that you guys are already watching the video. Just give us the thumbs up underneath the feed. It's right there. We're always looking for the subscriptions. Trying to get that number up to was it 10 million that Mitch wants? We're closer to 1 million. We're closer to 1 million than 10. But either way, we appreciate all the support.
All the support from you. We greatly appreciate that. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Let's welcome Kevin Thomas to find over at Pick Dogs Premium. Kevin, how's it going?
Great. How you guys doing? Long time no see, Chris. How you been, buddy?
I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. It's good to be right back here next to you, man. I still see that. See that Packers thing in the background. I want to put it on the dartboard a little bit. I'm just pulling your chain. I've had some built up trash talk to get out, so it's all good.
I'm sure Kevin's wanted to put that Packer board on the dartboard on several occasions, right?
I have. No lie there.
All right, let's take a look at the game tonight. The Houston Rockets, losers of 20 straight to host the Toronto Raptors here. Raptors, road favorites, 8.5, total sits 225.
Yep, Raptors, losers of 8 straight, but both of them coming on back-to-back, so you got to lean a little bit towards the home team, but this is a shit show right here. But I got to be honest with you, after watching the post game last night with the coach Silas, I mean, if his players can't get motivated, I don't even care if they're the third stringers, if they can't get motivated and play for this guy. I mean, he basically was crying, talking about how he didn't sign up for this. He didn't know Harden was going to be gone. He's inconsistent with the guys playing. So Victor's going to be out for this one, but I expect Kevin Porter to get some minutes. And when that kid plays, when he gets more than 15, 20 minutes, the kid can play. So you got Woods. They're going to have him limited about 26 minutes. I don't see the 8.5 points from the Raptors. Who knows what's happening with them? I mean, they're all talking about Lowry and Philly. Now all of a sudden he's going to the Miami Heat. So I don't know where their heads are. I'm going to take those points with the Rockets tonight. So,
all right, Kevin Thomas here will be on the Houston Rockets plus the 8.5 here against Toronto. All right, Chris, your thoughts on this one? Of course, there could be some shakeup over in Toronto, but they did get their players back from the COVID protocol list. But sometimes it takes them a little bit more time to get back to their 100%.
Yeah. And I'll tell you right now, we also got Norman Powell being thrown around in trade talks as well. Apparently, trade talks are heating up for him as well. So this whole Raptors team could be 2 years away from their championship from a couple years ago. That could be blown up by the trade deadline this year. It's crazy. But you know what? I'm leaning towards the points here as well. I think I'm leaning more towards the under as my stronger play for this game. But
I love the under. I love the under with you.
Yeah, it's a dumpster fire. That's putting it nicely for this game. Just because with the Rockets, it's a case I'll believe it when I see it. The Raptors are just struggling right now. So give me the points, but give me the under as my stronger play.
All right, both agree here. Rockets and the under here, Toronto and Houston Rockets. This one on NBA League Pass Channel, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. All right, Kevin, let's take a look over at the board. Pick Dogs Premium. We got NBA, some NCAA tournament action. What you got going on over at the site?
I already won the Oregon-Iowa game this morning, so I still have my late-night bailout tonight in college hoops. Like these guys are saying, like Joe touched on, and I mean, I'll have a winning day, and then you look at the 7-day leaderboard, and I'm not popping up because guys are going 5-0, 4-0, and it's, you know, you're going 3-2, 4-1. You're still not popping up. I mean, it's a great bunch of guys here. I love the competition, so I'm hoping to sweep the board tonight. So you jump on that late night bailout. Also, make sure to check out my MLB season package, why it's still discounted before April 1st. And like everyone always says, 30-day packages will get you the rest of college basketball and 2 weeks of baseball. So look at all those and the 2-for-1 cappers.
That's right, guys. Get on board here with Kevin Thomas over at Pick Dogs Premium. He's got that late night special. Take those winnings, make the upgrade to the long-term pass. You see him right there, 3, 7, and 30 All Sports Pass. That 30-day All Sports Pass will be every play that Kevin releases over at Pick Dogs Premium, NBA, college hoops. And, of course, we've got baseball starting here about a week and a half. So get on board here with Kevin Thomas with that 2-for-1 capper special is also a great value. All right, Kevin, as always, great having you on the show. Have yourself a great night, and we'll talk with you next week.
Thank you. See you next week. Thanks, guys.
All right, our buddy Kevin Thomas here on the drive-thru. All right, let's continue on with our coverage. We're going to go ahead and bring in Javan Burch, one of the New York cappers here at Pick Dogs. And, of course, he'll be looking at the late-night game from the NCAA tournament as SC takes on the Kansas Jayhawks. So very interested to see what Jovan has to talk about here. Jovan, how you doing today?
Oh, man, you know, just another day. This weekend, you know, it was a little mismatch. Friday, it ended in plus money. Then Saturday took a dive. And then yesterday had to smack him with a 7-2 campaign. So, you know, ended up in plus money. All's well.
All's well. I saw that leaderboard yesterday. Yeah, you had a pretty good day yesterday. Picking on some of those dogs that came in yesterday. That was a good way to look at it in the NCAA tournament for Sunday's action. All right, Jovan, you're looking at the game tonight. It's the red-hot Pac-12 in action here. USC to face Kansas. The Trojans here laying a point, total 135.
Yeah. I'm standing in front of that train, that Pac-12 train, and I'm rolling with the Kansas Jayhawks. Now, these two teams are evenly matched. Both these teams play rock-solid defense. The stats, they line up together. You know, they both have you know, pretty good players on both sides. Now, Kansas coming off that COVID, they are getting their player Jalen Wilson back, so that's a big plus for them. And I expect this to be an evenly matched game. You know, both of these teams are coming in hard. The Jayhawks won their last 4, while USC, they won 4 out of the last 5 games. But in a close game, there's one glaring weakness that USC has, and that's their terrible free throw shooting. Now, these guys, they shoot 64.4% from the free throw, from the charity stripe. That's not going to do it in a close game. And pressure bust pipes. So Kansas Jayhawks, they're a better free throw shooting team, and I expect in a close game, they'll pull it out.
All right, Javan here on Kansas +1 against USC. I'm kind of with you there. One thing, Chris, I noticed with USC, they lost all 3 to Colorado.
Yeah, they did. And you know what? It's just one of those things that explain to me. You know, the USC, you know, they like you said, Tony, they were swept by Colorado in the regular season, but yet they come out with a 6th seed, and they're still looking like one of the underdogs to maybe come out of this region. And this is a tough one to call. This one was one that I didn't include on any of my bets today for good reason. I think this is going to be a fanboy game, just a great one to watch. I was leaning towards USC just because I think there's just too much size for Kansas to really get into the middle and try to score in the paint. But then again, they could prove me wrong. They just have to make sure that Kansas doesn't allow 50% shooting like they did to Eastern Washington. So I'm leaning towards USC here, but Jovan's right. The free throws for USC or the lack thereof could come into play late.
All right, remember there, Kansas +1 against the USC Trojans. This is your late night game, 9:40 p.m. Eastern time. CBS will televise this one. All right, Jovan, I know you're coming off a strong day here on Sunday. What you got going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, so 2 games went off the board. They're playing right now. last time I checked, so far so good. I'm on the under in the UCLA game, and I'm on Ohio. So let's see what happens with that. But I have three more plays in action. I believe the first one's popping off at 7 o'clock, 7:10, 7:15. So I got my money bag, my Monday money bag, damn, money bag Monday 3-pack going. Check it out. It's gonna be a hitter. Let's get it.
That's right. Let's get it on here with Javan Burch. You see him over at Pig Dogs Premium. That three-day pack going on tonight. I won't even try that. that tongue twister, but he's got a 3-pack right now over at Pig Dogs. Money Bag Monday. I think I got that one. All right. Get that 3-pack right now from Jan over at Pig Dogs Premium. And, of course, take those winnings. Go long-term with Javan. You see the 3, 7, and 30 all sports pass there. So pick them up there at Pig Dogs Premium. All right, Javan, as always, great having your show. Continue that success, that momentum that's going to be strong here, that early game coming in. Let's get that under in UCLA. So got some positive momentum, and let's have a great day.
Absolutely. See y'all guys on Friday.
All right, Javan Burts here on the drive-thru. All right, let's continue on, guys. Keep those thumbs up, those likes coming in. We greatly appreciate it. And, of course, if you missed any of the picks, don't worry. We're going to recap them at the end of the show. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. It's now time to bring in Trey Jordan, one of the New York cappers you find over at Pig Dogs Premium. Trey, how's it going?
It's going good, Tony. How you doing?
I'm doing great, All right, we're going to the ice here with Canadians to host the Oilers, 7 Eastern time. Montreal laying $1.15. Total sits here at 6.
Correct. I'm going to go with the Oilers tonight. They're in Montreal. They've been 8-2 last 10. They've been in Montreal 11-5 the last 16 meetings against Montreal, and the away team is 4-0 in the last 4 matches between these two. You got Mike Smith going for the Oilers tonight. Carey Price going for the Canadians. Carey Price, he's been in sort of a limbo here recently, winning one, losing one. He won his last one. He's only 5-3 at home this year, going against Mike Smith on a 2-game win streak, won 5 of his last 6, and 5-1 on the road this year. He also shut out Montreal in February, and they won 3-0. The Oilers are the 8th best money team in the league, going against the Canadians, the 4th worst. 2nd best scoring team in the Oilers. The Canadians haven't been great at home this year, 6-5-2, so really a losing record against the Oilers, 9-5 on the road. And these both teams playing on 1 day's rest. The Oilers 5-1 on 1 day rest. The Canadians 3-8 on 1 day rest. And the Canadians are going to be without Tyler Toffoli tonight. He lead the league in even strength goals with 16. So I think they'll be missing him tonight. And Carey Price struggling. The last thing you want to see is Leon Draisaitl and Connor McDavid coming at you. So I'm going to take the Oilers. It was plus money. There's been a lot of money coming in here the last couple hours, so it's going down. So, but I'm still going to ride with the Oilers tonight.
All right, Trey here going to go with the Trey Jordan going here with Edmonton Oilers against Montreal Canadiens. Okay, Chris, Edmonton doing a pretty good road team this year.
And first, I'm going to say I can already hear the complaints coming in now for how Tony spelt Canadians on there without the E after the I, because I know I'm going to hear it from my friends in Montreal. But you know what? I'm looking at this game. I'm 100% on Trey's side here. I mean, there's a reason. Like lines like these are the reason that the underdog's 17-4 in the last 20 to 21 head-to-head. The Canadians just not the same team that they were to get off to the hot start this season in Edmonton. Like Trey said, I don't want to have Leon Draisaitl and Connor McDavid staring at me on the other side of the ice if I don't have my top scorer in Tyler Toffoli. So, give me Edmonton here.
We're going to be here with Edmonton against Montreal Canadiens. All right, Trey, let's take a look over at Pig Dogs Premium. I know you came off a really strong performance, seeing you on top of the leaderboards today. Let's take a look here. Past 7 days, 507 units of profit. We got hockey, NBA, college hoops. What you got going on over at Pig Dogs Premium?
Yeah, things have been heating up over here. Winning days, 9 of the last 10. Had a 7-day win streak. Get busted this weekend, but what we do, we come back, go 7-3 next 2 days. So yeah, just that 3-pack. I have a college basketball player I really love tonight. It just keeps looking better and better to me. And yeah, just hop on. We're making money this week, the past month. So get one of those long-term packages, your best value, and hit that thumbs up, guys. We got everybody working hard. putting out content for you guys, and it just helps us get our name out there more. And so just hit that thumbs up, hop on the packages, and let's keep it rolling.
Let's keep it rolling here. You see Trey Clark over at Pick Dogs Premium, 570 units of profit past 7 days. That is all documented. So when you go to Pick Dogs Premium, check out Trey Jordan's premium page up there, and you'll be able to see all the plays that he's listed because it's fully transparent. Of course, you want to get his 1 day pass, and of course, then make that upgrade to the long-term pass. You see the options there: 3, 7, and 30 all sports pass. You'll get every play that Trey releases. He's got hockey, college hoops, NBA, and of course baseball here. You'll get all the opening day's action. Of course, probably in the first 2 weeks of baseball with that 3rd-day all sports pass from Trey Jordan over at Pig Dogs Premium. All right, Trey, as always, great having you on the show. Have yourself a great night, and we'll talk with you next week.
I appreciate y'all having me. Have a good one.
All right, Trey Jordan here on the Drive Thru Ride. We'll continue our coverage right now. I'm joined here with Chris. And right now, we're going to go over to Skype and bring in Tony Brown. Tony Brown, a last-minute fill-in, so it'll just be Brown and myself here in this segment. So let's go ahead and welcome him, Tony Brown, to the show. Tony Brown, how you doing?
I'm doing good, Tone. How you doing out there?
I'm doing great. Thanks for the last-minute fill-in. As always, you're going to look at some NBA tonight as the Chicago Bulls at 9 Eastern time will be hosting Utah Jazz. The Jazz laying 8.5, total 228.
Yeah, it's a crazy game because Chicago's actually been playing better, and they're not doing so bad right now. But this is a horrible spot for them. The NBA is compressed schedule. This is the 3rd game in 4 nights for Chicago, and it's the 2nd of a back-to-back. When they're playing on no rest, they're just 3-7 this year. They had 10 games with no rest. They won 3, they lost 7. And they're playing the best team in the NBA, not opinion-wise, statistic-wise. Utah has 30 wins and 11 losses. They're the number 1 team in the league. And more importantly than that, they have 26 covers. Besides the Phoenix Suns, that's the most covers in the league. So not only are they winning, they're covering. They're coming off a 2 days rest. And this is the last game of a 4-game road trip for them. They get home after this. So they'll be anxious to get back home. They're well rested. They're playing a tired Chicago team who's traditionally not done well in this spot. And I think they pound them out by double digits. You know what I mean? The East Coast good team, the number 1 seed, besides Brooklyn. The best team in the East Coast isn't even as good as our 8 seeds and stuff. So I think Utah wins on the road by double digits easy tonight.
All right, Utah. Tony Brown going to take care of the Utah Jazz, laying the points here against Chicago. Usually with these home teams, you usually see it back-to-backs. They don't travel, but this is a spot where Chicago had to travel to get back home. So you see this as a horrible spot here for the Bulls.
Right. Besides the travel, just the fact that they're playing on no rest. 2nd night of a back-to-back, they're just 3-7, and now they're playing the West Coast powerhouse. And just besides the West Coast powerhouse, the best team in the league this year. Utah's on fire, and the double digits don't scare me. I'll lay the road team with the double digits and take Utah tonight big.
Yeah, big road, a lot of rest advantage. 2 days off here for the Jazz here to get ready for the Bulls. That's huge here in the NBA here, especially we're getting this deep into the season. So Tony here on Utah laying the points against the Chicago Bulls. All right, Tony Brown, I'm looking at the leaderboards. Man, are you cranking, right? You're now up. I had you on the board here at 766, but you just went back up. I guess recent results here. You're over 1,100 units of profit here for 2021, Tony Brown. You're doing fantastic work. 1,201 units of profit. That's all documented. What you have going on over at Big Dogs Premium?
Yeah, these games have to clear on the board so we can get our units up. But we had a killer morning this morning. We already had 2 covers. Gonzaga had a big cover at the end, backdoor. They won by 16. We had them by 14. And like you said, it's all documented. 1,200 units of profit. We try to stay hot around here. We don't take too many high money line games. We keep everything even, and we're always winning more than we lose. So tonight we got, like usual, we have my 3-pack, but from all 3 leagues. So that's 9 big picks up there. We have 3 NBA games, 3 NHL games, and 3 NCAA games. It seems like a lot of games are like we're overpicking, but it's just a 3-teamer from all 3 leagues. It's a lot of sports in play. So a lot of money to be made. 2 out of 3 turns profit, and you know what I mean? It's math, not magic. And as you see, we went from 700 to 1,200 units. We're winning these games. So jump in, get you one of those 3-packs, or get all 3 of them, and you know what I mean? Cash big. And if you don't want to just buy daily games, we got the weekly, monthly, daily, and yearly packages. They're all inclusive. We got baseball coming up in a couple weeks. You don't have to pay per day, per play, or per sport. You get every pick I release from every league. Playoff championship picks included for one low price. So just go over to the website and hit my page up.
Yeah, hit him up over at Tony Brown over at Pig Dogs Premium. Shot all the way up to number 3 in 2021. 1,200 units of profit. That is all documented over at Pig Dogs Premium. He's got 3 3-packs going tonight. So choose your plays, or you want to get one of those long-term passes. He's got those long-term passes now available over there at Pig Dogs Premium. You see the results. They're all documented. And, of course, visit the profile page. All right, Tony, as always, great having you show. Thanks for filling in. But you'll be in your regular spot tomorrow, Tuesday.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I just came over to my boys' house to watch some college basketball. You know, I'm from Southern Cali, so the Pac-12 is still rocking. We're going to watch some college hoops. I did the fill-in for you today, and I'll be on at my regular time tomorrow, man. I appreciate you having me on.
All right, Tony Brown here on the drive-through. Have yourself a good night. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-through. We'll join now the rest of the way here with my co-host. We got everyone here now on our broadcast network. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-through. Time for Chris Ruffalo, front and center now. Of course, it is your turn to bring in your play. And you're going to be looking at a Pac-12 game going on here. Someone was asking in the chat room about Colorado and Florida State. Well, we got that one covered for you because Chris Ruffalo is going to give you that free pick from that game. So let's go ahead and get that game information up for you right now here from Chris. All right, Chris, here we go. Colorado, 7:45 Eastern time. Colorado, Florida State. Florida State going to lay about a point and a half, total 141.
Yeah, and this is one of my favorite games on the board for tonight. You know, you look at this Florida State team under Leonard Hamilton. They play frenetic defense. You just see havoc on the court from Florida State. You guys are switching all over the place. And they're fantastic defensively. The problem is that Florida State commits a lot of fouls. They're committing almost 18 fouls a game in conference play, the most in the conference. And that's not going to cut it against a team like Colorado, who has one of the best point guards in the country, and probably going to have the best player on the floor in this one in McKinley Wright. And this Colorado team, also the second best team in the country from the free throw line. The thing is that Florida State could shoot from deep, and they shot. Colorado could shoot from deep. They put 12 threes up against Georgetown. And I just think that this is a bad spot for Colorado. Bad spot for Florida State. Guys, I'm tripping all over my words today. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's just a bad spot for Florida State. Georgetown was darling coming into this one, but Colorado kicked the crap out of them. And you know what? UNC Greensboro was just no match for Florida State, but I think you got a game here from Colorado. I like McKinley Wright. I like that Colorado team. I think they're going to keep the Pac-12 train rolling. And I think we got Colorado an easy winner tonight against Florida State.
Colorado here plus 1.5 against Florida State. And I mentioned earlier in the show, did you know Colorado beat USC 3 times? That is pretty impressive work. I have to say that. Pretty impressive.
I mean, when we talk about USC being the second tallest team in the country, you didn't have guys averaging a ton of rebounds for Colorado this year. And Tony, like you said, they swept USC 3 times, twice in the regular season in the conference tournament. It's a very, very good Colorado team, and I think that's what we're going to see here against Florida State. I think Florida State has the better combination of guard play, but I think Colorado just has the better guard overall. McKinley Wright, I think he's going to negate some of that pressure, so I like the Buffs.
Yeah, recent losses by Florida State has me a little nervous about them. I think it was Florida that was in UNC, Notre Dame, and they're just not consistent enough for me to back them here in this spot. All right, Colorado, the play here. Go ahead.
I was going to say, and personally, I don't know, people may disagree with me on this. I think that loss to Georgia Tech in the ACC championship wasn't as close as the line would suggest. I think it was just. I think Georgia Tech just sort of took their foot off the gas at the end, and Florida State was just getting desperate for points. And like I said, I just think it was a lot less close than the score would indicate.
All right, Colorado plus 1.5 against Florida State. All right, Chris, good night tonight as we reach the top of the hour. Boy, you have been moving up the rankings, nearly 1,900 units of profit past 30 days. Results coming in. What you have going on over at Pig Dogs Premium?
Tony, I got to give myself a bit of an edit here. That number's up over 2,000 now that we've had a couple more games come in. But I'm breathing right down your neck in that 30-day race, man. I'll tell you. And I'm up there up against Lou Lacerda in the 7-day race. But it's what we've got going on every day. Tons of values, tons of winners over at Pick Dogs. I was able to repurpose some picks for you guys tonight. I got a drive-through number 5 combo up there for $30. Those are going to be 2 top players from the NHL. Unfortunately, I had to edit it because it came down the pipe that Edmonton and Montreal was actually postponed due to COVID protocols. But that's fine. We still got 2 hockey plays up there, 3 college basketball. Guys, hop on the value with my college pass. You're running out of time to make money. We already had Oregon on the money line today. We've got a couple more plays going on. You're going to make a ton of money. We had a ton of winners on the weekend. guys, the money trade's not going to stop. It's going to go right through the tournament. I've got my baseball season pass up there. Or, we mentioned those long-term passes, 3 days, 7 days, 30 days, where you just get one capper. Or, you like Kevin Thomas said earlier, you get the combo pack and Brian said earlier, with the combo pack with myself and Tony, or myself with one of the other cappers on the drive-through. Guys, I keep saying it. The possibilities for you guys to make money while saving money at Pick Dogs is endless. Don't miss out on it. Just keep it rolling. Keep your bankroll growing, and hop on with one of us. Let's get some winners.
Yeah, let's get some winners. Yeah, we just see the update over at Pick Dogs Premium. The last 30 days, Chris Ruffalo, 2,002 units documented over at Pick Dogs Premium, doing fantastic work. Get on board. He's got some passes tonight, but get those long-term passes. You see the results past 30 days. Why not get that 30-day all-sports pass every play that Chris releases? NBA, college hoops, NHL, and, of course, baseball will start in about a week and a half. So get on board here with those long-term passes from Chris Ruffalo over at Pick Dogs Premium. All right, let's continue on here. Chris, with the show, and it's time to welcome into the show El Ninos. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Let's welcome El in. El, how's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great, All right, here we go. Bucks to host the Pacers. This is your TV game. If you want to watch NBA tonight, it's on NBA TV. Bucks now to a 4.5-point favorite. Total sits 232.
Yeah, so Pacers headed to Milwaukee after beating the Heat 109-106 in overtime. I think they're in a pretty good spot to build on that win here. Back-to-backs obviously never easy, especially for NBA divas players. They don't like getting up to play that second game for most teams. But these Pacers have actually been pretty good in that spot. And I guess those back-to-backs are even tougher when you have to go into overtime against a good team the night before. But as I said, Indiana is 5-3 straight up and against the spread, playing their second games of their back-to-backs. And should get that extra little motivation knowing that Giannis is out. I mean, if this one is close towards the end, it could be pretty demoralizing seeing Giannis check back in. We know 9-8 minutes left in the game. They won't have to worry about that, keeping up with him tonight. And as I said, I think it's a pretty good spot for them to build on that win. And I'm taking the Pacers on the money line here. I think we got a lot of value with them.
Indiana showing life with that 2-game sweep of Miami on the road here, winning that second game by 3. That was a tough spot there for them to do that after they blew them out there. So Indiana showing some life. No Giannis in the lineup. Chris, how do you see this?
Yeah, I mean, this is one of the tougher ones to call, I think, without Giannis in the lineup. But this play is just going to be on spite alone for me. I'm going to take the Bucks and lay the points for no other reason other than the Pacers burned me 2 times last week, and I just want to see them get their teeth kicked in every time that they take the floor from here on out. So again, just on spite alone, I'll go with the Bucks. I like the over here as well, though. I think, without Giannis, there's just going to be a ton of offense from both sides, and I can see this one getting over the number as well.
All right, looking at the Bucks here, and of course, Ninos on the money line here, plus 160 with the Indiana Pacers. All right, Al, good night of action tonight. NBA, we've got some hockey. I know you're doing well up on the hockey boards, sitting pretty with over 1,160 units of profit. What you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, the hockey's been doing good. 5-1 last 3 days in college basketball. Unfortunately, NBA's been like a step behind, or some have a bad read on the NBA last couple of days. But I do have 3 NBA picks and 2 NHL tonight in one package, and I do think they're better NBA players than I've had the last couple of days. So looking forward to a good night tonight.
All right, get on board. El Ninos over at Pick Dogs Premium. You see the numbers here in NHL. He's got a 1-day pass tonight. Of course, the long-term passes are your best value over at Pick Dogs Premium. So check out El Ninos there on the site. And, of course, he's got that 1 day of action for you. All right, El, as always, great having your show. Have yourself a great night. You're back tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see you then. Have a good one, guys.
All right, you'll stay tuned for the finals with us. He'll recap the picks for the show, and let's continue on here on the drive-through. And before we do the show recap, you got to get to my pick, and this one's going to come from the Hawks and Clippers late night action with the Clippers laying some points, but I'm not taking the Clippers. Oh, no way. I'm going to take the Hawks here plus 6.5. Trey Young is expected to play here. Hawks, they've won 8 straight after their win Saturday afternoon to the Lakers, but you look at their form, it's been fantastic since Mr. Nate McMillan took over. 48% shooting, 38% from 3, and they're defending in that 5-game span, holding teams to 41% shooting, defending the 3-point ball very well. But as we know, the Clippers, they just don't bring their best every game. They're an inconsistent team. Their defensive form poor. Look at their past 5 games, allowing 49% shooting, 38% from 3. They failed to cover 5 of 8. Now, in those 8 games, they're 21st in defensive efficiency. And Atlanta, they're number 2 in that period of time defensively. So I'm going to look here at Atlanta. Matter of fact, in those 8 games, they're also outperforming the Hawks in the efficiency numbers there offensively as well. So the player will be the Hawks here at plus 6.5. All right, Chris, your thoughts on that game?
And Tony, I can't disagree with you on any of it. I mean, you look at the Hawks just playing fantastic basketball right now. And even as an underdog, they're only losing by less than 2 points a game this season. And I think we're starting to see the turnaround of the Atlanta Hawks in that franchise. And I think Nate McMillan just doing a fantastic job turning this team around. I'm with you on the points. I'm going to put a little bit on the Hawks money line as well to keep that winning streak going, just because there's just a ton of value there. But definitely I'm on the Hawks with the points as well.
All right, going on the Hawks plus 6.5 against the Clippers. Well, I did have a 5-pack going. I'm going to repurpose that and make that a 3-pack from NCAA tournament actions. Check me out over at Pick Dog Trim. Also have those long-term passes, 3, 7, and 30 all sports passes there on the site. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-through. Now it's time to recap the picks from today's show. All right, we got started here with Brian Bitler. Timberwolves laying the 4.5 against the Thunder. Joe D'Amico, Michigan minus 4.5 against LSU. Kevin Thomas, the Rockets, plus 8.5 against Toronto. We also like the under in that game. I think you might like the under a little better from what I hear. Jovan, Kansas, plus 1 against USC. We're going to scratch Trey because that game was just postponed due to COVID, Edmonton, Montreal. Tony Brown, Utah Jazz, laying the 8.5 against the Bulls. Chris, Colorado, plus 1.5 against Florida State. Al Ninos, Pacers, money line, plus 160 against the Bucks. Yours truly on the Hawks. Plus 6.5 against the Clippers. We'll start with Chris. Other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
Well, Tony, I got to keep it on the panel today. I got to go with you in the Hawks plus the 6.5. Like I said, I'm going to put a little bit on the money line there as well.
All right, let's go over to Al Ninos. Other than your pick, Al, which one do you like the best?
Do like that one, and I like Kevin's Rockets as well.
All right, I'm going to go with Jovan, Kansas, plus 1. Again, USC lost to Colorado 3 times. And Kansas has played really well down the stretch. And the free throw shooting scares me for this Georgia team. They may be the first team to go down from the Pac-12. We'll see if that's the case. All right, well, there's still Colorado, but I like Colorado again in this game, so they could be the one. All right, guys, that concludes our show for tonight. Be sure to tune in tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We do this all over again. And, of course, it all gets started in the morning with the morning show. You got Mitch, you got Rod Zawacki, you got Brian Bitler, and of course there will be 2 CBI games. So once the first round continue, we'll have the matchups and we'll have odds in the morning for those games. So there'll be 2 CBI, there'll be NBA, there'll be some hockey. So tune in tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Time for the morning show. All right, let's bring in the crew from today's show. Let's wave everyone good night. Have yourself a great night, and we'll talk with you guys tomorrow live at